All right. Welcome. How's everybody doing?
Good.
We ready to play?
Sure.
Everybody got their character sheets pulled up? Everybody, this is Tango Sierra. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself real quick to the party?
Sure, yeah. Hey everyone. Fairly new to tabletop and D&D as a whole, but I'm going to be playing a new character to me and to the game, obvious. I'm a Turtle cleric with some advantages, disadvantages that we'll see through the game, but excited to be here, excited to be part of the adventure.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure.
All right. If everybody's settled in and ready to go, we shall begin. Welcome to Minhal. Minhal, in the realm of tabletop RPGs, is a very young world. When you deal with things like Kryn and Faerun, you're dealing with old world, with deep old lore and legends. Minhal, not that old. It has only been 400 years since the gods have separated themselves from the mortal realm. It used to be that they walked among the mortals. There are some mortals alive of elven and dwarvish descent who remember when the gods walked among the mortals. When the old king, Fulwindorli, decided that he was going to attempt his ascension to godhood, a great war broke out. The orcs charged in from the north. Those who were loyal to the king fought those who were loyal to the gods. And while the historians do not quite know what happened, the ascension was stopped. But it took with it the capital of Millhaven, which is now known as Old King's Folly, a desolate and barren landscape where no plants will grow and no life can thrive. All of this, though, not your concern. You're a group of adventurers who find yourself in the city of Tosin. Tosin is the agricultural breadbasket of the continent of Brimha. It is here that 60% of the world's food is cultivated. To be a farmer in Tosin is to be a noble. You have to get a license. You have to get go through testing. It's very much a large city with agricultural based economy. Sunflowers grow as big as wagon wheels. The apple trees are as tall as redwoods. I am going to pull up a new map so you guys can see the city. Ta-da! Did the map change for you guys?
Yeah.
Welcome to Tosin. Here, you guys find yourselves in a tavern, as many great adventures start. This particular tavern is called Logan's Last Chance, and it is located in this building here. You find yourselves here in midday. It's not very busy. There are a couple guards and militia that are having their lunch, and Logan tends to the bar. And as we enter the scene, Sir Valiant, why don't you describe your character for us?
Valiant is short black hair. It's kind of disheveled a bit from his travels. Revealing his kind of sharp facial features. His eyes have like a grayish blue color. Wears kind of a serious expression on his face, which adds to like a bit of a imposing kind of aura with his This kind of, I guess, intricate armor design. Um, he has his the coat of arms from Brighton on his armor, alongside his family's coat of arms, which is a shield in the middle with two dragons on each side. And yeah, Valiant.
Nice. And you said human, correct?
Human, yes.
Absolutely. And sitting near Sir Valiant is Elish. Elish, why don't you describe your character?
Okay. Yeah, the character is turtle, about average height, so 6 foot and a bit, and weighing in, just over 200 pounds. Nice big shell, and I'm a cleric with ability to hold my breath underwater, but strong, but also not the smartest. I'm wise, but a little bit low on standard intelligence level. But I'm traveling through, looking to brighten my future.
Awesome. And nearby to Elish, we have Sir Paddington. Sir Paddington, why don't you describe your character for us?
So he's a very, very hairy guy. Kind of an elongated nose and mouth area, almost into a snout. I'd say the most notable thing he's got on, other than his, gleaming armor, is instead of a normal helm, he's wearing a bucket hat. It seems to be made of metal. You're not really sure how that works, but it's on there. Beyond that, he is just a noble. He's the son of a noble family, but they're more fringe nobles, kind of falling out of power and popularity. And he's just trying to redeem the name by gaining glory. Oh, he's a paladin. I didn't say that, but he's a paladin.
Awesome. And standing at the bar is our final party member for this evening, Boculus. Why don't you tell us what the people see when they look at Boculus?
Sure. So Boculus is he's a medium creature, but he's quite large, as he's a fair-skinned elephant-looking man. He most notably, besides the elephant features, is he has what appear to be green kind of
Thanks, JD.
vines that extend across his kind of bare chest, that are a peculiar color of green. Besides that, he wears a simple cloak, some slightly reinforced for the weather boots. Then he carries a wooden shield adorned with the symbol of Callisto. And I guess looking at this, the tavern that we're in, he's probably trying to have a quite appointed and maybe a little less than friendly conversation with the owner of this here tavern. And he doesn't really understand how to get someone's attention, so he's probably just smacking his trunk like up and down on the table of the bar.
So you smack your trunk on the bar and you're approached by the tavern keeper. This is Logan Certain. The name of the tavern is Logan's Last Chance. Called that because it's his last chance to make some money, or his wife is going to take the kids and everything and leave him pretty destitute. And so Logan is a lively man in his mid-50s. He's got some grays in his shoulder-length brown hair, and he's got a nice, well-trimmed goatee. And you smack your trunk against the bar, and Logan approaches you, and he's like, yes, sir? How can I help you? Would you like an ale?
Excuse me, sir. It's all fine and good if you wish to be a purveyor of poison. I have no problem with that, but my good sir, you have servants of Callisto nailed to your wall. What? This is an affront. What is wrong with you?
Servants of... Oh, you mean the trophies?
The trophies, yes, that is mighty wicked of you, sir. I demand their removal at once.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but if you're hungry or thirsty, I could help you in that regard.
Sir, I have 5 of these circular yellow things. Will that be enough to get them down?
You're gonna pay me 5 gold to take the heads down?
Yes, good sir. I wish to bury them in a ceremonial
Oh, you want
fashion.
You want to take them out of here?
Yes, that's correct. But the horns, maybe the horns can stay. Those could have been gotten by natural gain.
Well, you see, and he leans up against the bar and he points at the tiger. That creature right there. See, I used to be a bit of an adventurer myself, but I took an arrow to the knee and I had to retire. That creature attacked me in the jungles of Navir while I was relieving myself, let's say. It attempted to eat me and I bested it in combat. It's quite sentimental.
But good sir, you have not honored it. You have framed it on the wall, good sir. I beseech you.
I have framed a symbol of my victory and triumph where my trousers were around my ankles and still I bested that beast. He would have had me for dinner. And now he allows me to tell tales like I just told you.
Good sir, I have nothing else to say to you. I hope your bar fails and your wife leaves you. Good day.
How?
Good day.
Melinda, stop talking to the patrons.
I said good day.
Well, that was your interaction with Logan. Can't say that one's ever happened before. So what's everybody else doing?
Would we have heard that whole conversation, or?
Oh, I don't think he was trying to be quiet.
Okay.
I think I'd be sitting there chuckling to myself, looking at the guards, looking at the conversation at the bar, thinking to myself that Keep's not too careful, he might be attacked by another beast.
I think Valiant would walk over to Logan, and he would ask, "Excuse me, kind sir, would you know any information on these recent goblin sightings in Tosin?"
The captain of the militia had me post something on the job board outside. It's something about a bounty. Apparently, the goblins have been attacking the caravan so much here lately that they're offering, it's 5 gold if you can prove that you've killed it. It says either a pair of ears or a left hand will get you 5 gold from the militia barracks.
I see.
It's goblins they're usually a nuisance and whatnot, but it's really picked up here as of late. Have you been sent to help with the goblin problem?
I have. They usually send me to deal with unsavory situations.
I see you're wearing the colors of the capital. You've come a long way.
I have. These patrons seem to be quite interesting. Do you get locals like this often? Or
Not
travelers?
not locals. I mean, Tosin's a very diverse town. There's many different races. So I can't say I've ever met a Roxodon before, but it's not in Tosin. But I've met them out in the world. Typically, they're further west, so seeing one here, that's interesting. But, oh, bear in armor is... I gotta say, this is probably the first time I've seen a bear in armor. But he paid for his drinks, so...
Actually, at that mention, you see Sir Pad turn, and you can see his snout's very sticky. And you realize that in his paws is actually a glass of honey, and not mead.
Yeah, that tracks.
I could definitely say I haven't seen one. Would I have recognized any sigils or anything on his armor or adornments?
Most definitely the Brighton colors that he's wearing. From the capital.
But shield definitely has the symbol of Solaris. I'm not familiar with what that is, but
Okay.
I think a big emblem for the focus.
Valian would cruise on over to by Sir Paddington. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, he looks up. Again, his mouth, it sounds thick, like somebody's just a mouthful of peanut butter almost. And he says, "Hello."
Your armor. I don't think we've
I
met
thought-
before, have we?
You don't look familiar, but you naked skins look the same to me.
Naked skin. That's a first. And he'll sit across from you.
Yeah, he's absolutely welcome. You're in full armor as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So instant. He is definitely going to feel a kinship to somebody else in full armor.
Okay.
Elise, you're in full plate mail as well.
Yeah, I'm still sitting here just, I haven't even touched my drink yet. I'm just observing, lost deep in my own thoughts, and every while let a little smirk come across my face listening to the various conversations. I perked up a little bit when I heard about the job notice, as, my adventures have kind of brought me here, and looking to expand my knowledge and history. Obviously need to make some coin in the process, and I was like, I wonder if some of my skill sets as a cleric could be of use and find me some dollars here.
Is it obvious which god you worship? Like, do you have an amulet or something?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Oh, both of you guys, yeah. I think gods are very important in this realm, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not outright. He doesn't have anything, but yeah.
And Elise has a amulet of Dantis, the god who oversees the domain of the dead.
And I think, like, even if you kind of look at me, I just cast that little bit of aura, like I've kind of been through hell and back, and it can be registered on my face just as I sit there.
Mm-hmm. And all of you would know that Tosin is home to the largest Oranthian temple on Brimha. And it's a massive, sprawling temple with a spire, and it's said that Tosin, the soil is divine, and that's why the plants grow as big as they do and all year round, no matter the weather, like they do, because this is the very spot where the first goddess Oranthia landed on the planet. So yeah, he does have an amulet of his god.
Nice, yeah.
And you heard Boculus say Callisto, the god.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure I can also see from the tattooing, because you said it looks like vines, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think I'd
And-
assume.
And his wooden shield has the Callisto symbol on it too. His nice wooden shield.
But I can assume we've really not seen Loxodons before, right? Any of us?
I'm going to leave it up to you whether or not you've seen.
I doubt I have, but
Hmm?
Valiant.
It depends on how far west you think your character would have traveled.
So
No,
Valiant will
definitely
look
not
over
bad.
and he'll ask you, so what is your name, by the way?
To the bear?
Yes, to the werebear or bear.
You can call me Pad. But I'm of the House Inkton.
Ah. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Valiant. House Laurent.
Well met.
Indeed. So what brings you to this fine establishment in Tosin?
Well, forgive me for being forward, but I think I overheard you discussing with the barkeeper the goblin problem in the area, and I myself have come to gain some renown.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Perhaps we could benefit from working together on that.
That would be wise. I'm a bit new to this night thing. I'm looking around. Oh, never mind.
Elise, you approached the table.
Yeah, I think hearing that conversation, I'd be like, I as well would be very interested in participating in some excursions to make a couple dollars in my pocket if you were in need of a cleric's hand.
Pad raised sticky glass to that.
Of course. Are you a mercenary by chance?
I'm not a mercenary. I simply expand my knowledge and history of the world by living it, opposed to necessarily staying in one place and reading about it. I travel where the beaches and the water line takes me. And in my travels, I've come here, but you can't live off of just hopes and dreams alone. Just make some money to pay for the food and the drink, but also to learn other people's languages, experiences, and build friendships if possible.
Of course.
As you guys are having this conversation, Logan has walked back to the kitchen, and through the walls you hear the high-pitched, muffled screaming of a woman. And Logan comes out and he approaches you trepidatiously, Boculus. Excuse me, sir. I would be glad to part with my the heads of those animals for 5 gold.
You've come to your senses. Good man. Good man. It's behind every great man is a wonderful woman.
And he holds out his hand.
And then, yeah, you see Boculus not with his hand, but with his trunk, like reach into his bag and pull out some gold and kind of like snort it into his hand.
He looks down at it, not sure if he should be disgusted, but money is money, and it can always be washed. And he's like, feel free to take them.
Oh, good sir, you have gained a friend of my entire tribe today, my entire herd today.
Yeah. Yeah.
May Callisto bless you.
To Callisto, and he walks behind the bar and he puts the gold underneath the bar in his little box, and he pours himself a shot of whiskey and dips it back.
Yeah, Oculus, like almost whistling to himself, kind of strolls over here to take this head off the wall.
And Logan can't even watch as you do it.
Yeah, so kind of, tucks it under one arm and turns back to this table and says, "Well met, friends."
Well met
Oh.
indeed.
Did we hear the entire interaction there?
Oh, yeah.
I've got to ask what your plan with those heads is, friend.
Well, it is simple. I shall bury them and perform the rites of Callisto, so they may rest in peace in her everlasting eternity.
Do you not need the rest of them?
Pigs, we can, that's fine. And, the antlers, those could have fallen off. No, there's no to say that actually came from a living creature or a dead creature that had been killed, No problem.
I
Loophole.
respect your resolve.
Yeah.
And,
As this conversation is happening, more guards are starting to filter in. It's about time for changing of the guards, and one of the guards approaches this table, and I need you guys to make a perception check for me. First roll of the campaign.
Everyone?
Everyone, go ahead and make a perception check.
All right.
I hit a 2.
7.
19.
So Valiant and Baculus, you guys actually overhear this guard right here as he approaches the table after walking into the tavern, and he reports there's supposed to be another caravan moving in this afternoon. Some noble type and his companions. He's coming to the temple. Scouts haven't reported anything as of yet, but 3 caravans yesterday. So just stay on your guard out there. And he goes back to the table. And these guards leave to go and take watch.
Were these guards eating?
Yeah, they were having their lunch.
Well, as someone not used to normal civilization, Baculus would probably walk over and just pick up their scraps and try and nibble on whatever's left.
You hear from behind the bar, "My God, man, I can get you a fresh plate."
Oh no, we need nothing more than what Callisto provides.
I must say, the characters in Tosin are quite interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I like this guy.
Yeah. So you guys overheard that conversation, and you can continue yours.
Baculus kind of looks around and says, "Oh, where are my manners? Where are my manners? We must have the normal salutation. I believe you kind do handshakes, but if you would prefer the Loxodon way, I'm happy to oblige as well."
What is this Loxodon way?
"Oh, lovely! Let me show you." And he lifts his trunk and pokes his trunk into your nose. He says, "Well met, friend."
I knew that was coming.
Can Valiant try to grab his trunk?
Yeah.
He grabs his trunk. Yes, very nice to meet you. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Well, I do not approve of the medal you wear. I was taught to judge not the horse by his saddle.
Right. Quite an interesting quote. I'll
Oh yes,
take that.
we're chock full of them. Don't you worry.
What was your name again? I didn't quite catch it.
Oh, I am Boculus, and he points at the stick that he's holding in one hand.
Fine name.
Is
Valiant.
that your name or the stick's name?
Well, I am named after the stick.
Oh, these tables just get more and more
That-
interesting,
that
chat.
particular
More and
stick?
more interesting.
This is my birth stick.
So
We've got a
At this
bear,
point-
an elephant, and a turtle.
Elise is gonna get up and he's like, I think I might go and ask these guards if they've got maybe some work and leave you to your stick.
Yes,
Fine
remember,
idea.
hunger will always lead a fox out of the forest.
All right, dude.
So what came first, the stick or you?
Oh, the stick, of course. In Loxodon tradition, once you are able to crawl, you are put into the middle of a circle and surrounded by objects. And you crawl, whichever object you crawl to, that is what you are named after. It becomes your holy devotion item to Callisto. I must never be apart from this stick, or else I bring shame to my herd and Callisto.
So you
Like
sleep with the
Phelan's
stick?
beard.
Well, yes, of course. I tuck it in right under my trunk.
That is truly astounding, I must say. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Boculus.
Yes, I think we could have much fun.
Oh, Sir
Now-
Pad does hold out a sticky hand.
Oh yeah, the trunk just kind of gives it a high five.
That's fair, yeah.
At least you approach the stable of guards. Melinda has brought them out food and drinks. You saw them pay. And they are enjoying their lunch, having just come off watch. And the one closest to you looks over and then up to meet your eyes. And he says through a mouthful of food, "What do you want?"
Day, sir. I don't mean to intrude, but I'm new in this town of yours.
Yeah, don't say.
You may not see my kind all that often, but I am looking for some information on potential work or guardianship, but also if there happens to be a temple for the god of Dantes.
Dantes does not have a temple in Tosin, but he is the brother of Aranthia, so you could say your prayers to him in her temple just as well.
How far away is that, sir?
Oh, it's a 10-minute walk.
Do you happen to know if there's any need for duties such as night watch or gate guard? Any low-level entry jobs that one might take up with minimal skill sets for work?
He looks over at the guard sitting next to him and he goes, "Chauncey, do I have tour guide written on my forehead? Did you guys write that on my forehead in the night?" And they kind of chuckle at him and he's like, "Listen, I just spent all day walking the 3 miles around the town. And then when I got to where I started, I did it again. And then when I got there, I did it again. And I came in here to enjoy an ale and eat my food, and I'm not hiring. If you want to join the militia, you can go to the barracks and speak with the captain. You look like you could hold your own. That's nice armor you got. The temple, if you wanted to help out there, I'm sure you could acquire at the temple, but I don't know if you've heard, but we've been dealing with a lot here lately, and I come here and I just want to sit down and enjoy my meal. And, you know, I'm sorry I
standing
can't be
there.
more help, friend.
I can kind of sense the tone of his voice. I look at them, say, I understand. I understand you must need to get your steps in
And looking at them, they do look pretty worn down. The goblin attacks have really picked up around town, and those rumors are flying all over. And you probably would have heard them. And they look tired and like they're being overworked.
I'll just nod my head and say, thank you for the information, and I'm glad you got your steps in today. I'm sure that's important. Maybe with some less aimless circles and more vigilance, maybe you wouldn't have the problems you have today. And with that, I just walk back over to my
He
table.
grits his teeth and squeezes on his fork, but he lets you walk away. As Chauncey and the other guard sitting next to him go, ooh. And you rejoin the party, and it's about this time that you begin hearing bells ringing out. And a young man runs through, and he's wearing the garb of the militia, and he's holding his stomach as blood begins to flow out around his fingers. And he cries out, "Goblins! Goblins to the south of town!" before collapsing onto the floor. You instantly see as all the guards stop what they're doing and they walk over him to exit. None of them stopping to go out and run towards the threat.
Can I run over to this fellow and check for a pulse?
Go ahead. Make a medicine check. Oh, yeah. It's his pulse is faint. He is bleeding quite profusely from this gut shot, and you have a feeling that he may not last very long unless something is done immediately.
Don't worry, Callista is here. Callisto is here to help. Healing word.
What does it look like when Baculus casts healing word?
His kind of it mostly just sounds like his trunk kind of just goes up and he does his like outlandish elephant noise.
Yep. I love it. I love it so much. This is the quality of role play we bring to you, chat. You will not get this quality anywhere else, I'm telling you. And the magic flows out from your trunk as you trumpet, and it goes down to this wound and magically pushes this crossbow bolt out, and the wound begins to close, and this young man laying on the ground takes a deep breath as Logan runs around the bar and towards them, and you can see he has a healing potion in his hand, and he looks at all of you, and he goes, "There's a bounty. Go help. I'll take care of the boy." Do you guys want to go and fight some goblins, or do you want to brush it off?
Valiant will look over to Pad. Well, I guess it's time.
Yeah.
And, he
Pad
will-
nods and pushes down his bucket helmet.
Nice. So we walk over.
Wipes his
Yeah,
honeyed
fuck
hands
it.
on his pauldrons.
No, the honey's gonna stick to the. I'm gonna bring that up. That's a grip, extra grip on the sword. You know.
Oh, okay.
Can't drop
Okay.
that.
We'll see how that works mechanically. Okay, yeah, you guys bolt out, and it's not hard to follow. Outside, the bells are ringing even louder, and you can hear the commotion. And looking towards the south side of town, out just beyond the gates, you can see fires and hear the clashing of swords. And you guys begin to make your way down there, and you follow the road, and you guys come up on this site. And I am going to pull up my encounter. 1 second. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah, that's higher than I got all last week combined.
As you guys are running up, this goblin right here acts first. He's going to take aim at you, Sir Valiant, with his short bow, and release an arrow.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
You take 7 piercing damage.
All right.
There is blood and gore everywhere. This caravan has been hit. One thing you guys notice is the horses are gone. And you can kind of glean from that the caravan was hit, the horses were stolen, and as the other goblins rode off with the horses, these goblins stayed to slow down any attempt to get those horses back. Next up is this warg back here, and it has a goblin on its back, and it is going to move. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 to there. And it is going to hold a bite action for in case any of you enter melee with it. Now the goblin back here is going to hold its action that if any of you get into better range, it's going to shoot. Sir Paddington, you are up.
I'll gladly take that bite, good sir. And maybe an arrow.
Okay, yes.
Can I shift before I move up?
Go ahead.
Awesome. I don't think there's any button I click. I just do it.
Right. It misses with the bite. That was only an 11. And the goblin that shoots its arrow only got a 7, so they both miss.
Let's go. Gotta do this roll. I gotta find this thing. There we go. Right. Let me give it a swing.
At the warg or the goblin on it?
Oh, the little guy on him.
Okay.
That's a nat one.
Oh, so it
Guys, it's a
will-
good start. Yeah.
It will take an opportunity attack against you. With
Yeah, he
its
will.
Scimitar. But he misses. That's a 9. Next
Alright.
up is the other warg. It too is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. With the goblin on it, and it is going to hold its bite action. And now these 3 goblins on the right side are all going to loose arrows at the same time. So I will roll for them. They are taking aim at you, Sir Paddington, since you ran up on the warg. The first one is a 23 to hit. The second one is a 12 to hit, which I think misses.
Definitely not. Yeah, no hit.
And then the third one is a dirty 20.
Yep.
So 2 hit, and you take 3 and then 4 piercing damage for 7 total. Now this goblin up here saw his friend shoot at Sir Valiant, so he is going to shoot at Sir Valiant as well. That is a 7, so it misses. Boculus, you are up.
Okie dokie. I yell to my comrades, "Remember, even monkeys fall from trees!" And then I run the fuck over here. And Thorn Whip the warg.
Which one?
The one on the left.
Okay.
15.
That hits.
For 3. And then bonus action, I guess let's just drop the old no, we'll hold on to that. I'll end my turn with just that.
Okay. The final goblin of the... Oh, no. I guess there's a couple more that need to go. So this will be this goblin. He is going to loose an arrow at Boculus after seeing that thorn whip. That is an 18 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
You take 4 piercing. Now the goblin boss that is on the warg that you attacked, Sir Paddington. He is going to make 2 scimitar attacks against you from on top of his sword. The first one is a 17 to hit.
Nah, just short.
The second one is a 21 to hit.
Absolutely.
He rolled a 1 on damage, so you take 3 slashing damage.
All right.
And then the one on the other warg is going to throw a javelin at you, Elish. That is a crit. So that is 8 plus 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11 piercing damage.
I would like to rebuke the violent.
Go ahead.
I don't know how to click the button to do it. There's no option to do it, but he has to make a save.
What kind of save?
Wisdom.
Ooh, he's got a -1 modifier. Let's roll this. Ooh, yeah, fail. 7.
So he'll take radiant damage equal to what he just did.
So that was 3. No, it was a crit, wasn't it? It was 8,
Yes.
9, 10, 11, so 11. Okay, he is bloodied.
Nice. Now wink up at the sky. It's hilarious.
Sir Valiant, you are up.
Okay. Valiant is going to use. He's going to summon his echo. He's gonna
Okay.
clench his
One
fist
second.
and,
I have a thing that I do for this. Boom, and there's your echo. You may place it where you wish.
Okay. I'll keep it quick. I'll move the echo here
Okay.
to the warg, and I'll move 15 feet in front of the warg.
Okay,
And
you now
I'll-
have advantage on the warg.
Sweet. I'll attack. That is a 9.
Ooh, with advantage too. That misses.
Yes. You know what? I'll action surge,
Okay.
and I'll use Great Weapon Master with this. Why not?
Go ahead.
Try it.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. That is a 16.
That hits.
Ooh, okay. Damage. $21 damage.
Dang.
Nice.
That thing is hurting.
I'll end in my turn there.
Okay. Next. The other 2 goblins in the back are going to hold their action. And Elise, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna move over into here, over this log if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
And from there, I'm going to cast Bane on both the wargs and the goblins on top of them as a level 2 spell.
Okay, that's a save.
Yeah, it's a save. It's saving throws. I cast it, right?
Okay, both goblins failed. Now let me roll for the wargs. One warg passed, one failed. So all but this warg failed.
And yeah, I'll do this turn.
No bonus actions?
No.
Okay.
It says, sorry, I didn't realize it. With Healing Word, do I have to touch or is it just somebody I can see? I'm not much.
If you click the spell, like where it actually says the spell,
yeah.
it'll pull it up for you.
Yeah, no, I'll save it. Sorry. So yeah, that's
Okay. Let me look at something real quick. I'm going to pull this up.
I just did
So
some
now
math
they
on-
all have to subtract a d4 from their attack roll. Okay.
that's correct.
So
My-
we are... Go ahead.
My previous attack was a 14, not a 16.
14 still hit, so no worries.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yep, nope, we're good. It's good to figure that stuff out. We are back up at the top, and that first goblin who shot at you, Sir Valiant, he sees this echo of you harassing his boss, so he is going to take a shot at that echo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a natural 19 for 23, so your echo is dispelled for now. I will just make it invisible, set it off here.
Okay.
And now we are at this warg who is going to again attempt to bite Sir Paddington. That is a 19 to hit.
That matches my AC.
So that makes it, breaks it.
Yep.
That is 9 piercing damage, and I need you to make a
Sheesh.
DC 13 strength saving throw.
That's my strong suit. Haha. Oh, now with a 5. That's brutal.
You are prone,
Yeah.
which I will mark with orange. Now, that goblin in the back is going to begin to move forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he is going to take a shot at Elise up there on that little hill. But he rolled a 3, so that is definitely a miss. Sir Paddington, you are back up.
Right. I
You
will
are
stand
prone.
up.
Okay. Half your movement.
I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry. I gotta hit this guy first. Well, I'm gonna give it another swing at the boss.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a 20. Dirty.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Oh, 4 damage.
Nice.
No, 9 altogether. Sorry. How's he looking off that?
Altogether. Let me put that in there. He's still not bloodied yet.
Dang. Can I put a smite in after, or not because of real damage?
Yeah, no, go ahead. If you want to add a smite, go ahead.
Absolutely. We'll just send it. That's what they're here for.
Yeah.
Do.
Paladins are the
2d8.
hardest hitting early level class there is. Now he's bloodied.
Nice. Me too. Not looking good. And then I will. That's not concentration, right? Can I sanctuary the elephant?
1 second. I just lost my map. This happens from time to time.
Yep. Same.
Yeah, just hit refresh and it should pop back up for you guys. Sanctuary is a bonus action, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. Yeah, I cast sanctuary on the elephant.
All right, Elise. As long as you don't attack, any creature that attempts to attack you must make a wisdom saving throw. That's what Sanctuary does.
Boculus is elephant.
That's Boculus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boculus, sorry.
It's because I
So
used the
turtle.
human world one. You know.
Yep, exactly.
Don't worry. We don't do damage over here.
That warg that's looking pretty rough is going to try and attack Sir Valiant. We have, I rolled a 2, so it misses. Now we've got these 3 goblins who are going to attempt to shoot a leash. Let's roll these up. That's a dirty 20. That hits. That's a dirty 20. That hits. That is a 14, which misses. So 2 hits. You take 4 and then 3 piercing damage. And this goblin over here is going to unleash an arrow on you, Sir Valiant. But misses. Boculus, you are up.
I'm going to yell out at this goblin boss by Sir Paddington and say, "How dare you fight an unmounted man? Let us even the odds!" And first I want to use my bonus action to summon my hawk spirit.
Okay.
And then I want to use my action to wild shape into a riding horse.
All right.
There's a hawk.
All right, let's pop him right here.
Okay. And let's see if I got a horse.
Lovely.
There's your horse.
And then I'm just going to move up next to Sir Paddington here. And that's it.
Just your horse?
Yep.
Okay, you want to sacrifice your horse? I'm here for it. Okay, now we have a goblin is going to shoot its short bow at you, Sir Paddington. It misses with a 13. The goblin boss on top of the warg at you, Sir Valiant, is going to swing his scimitar 2 more times. That's a 9 for the first one and a 15 for the second one, so none of those hit. Sir Paddington, the other goblin boss, rolls a 7 and 15. I believe both of those miss you.
Yep.
Sir Valiant.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon my echo back at the same spot.
Okay, let me grab it for you again real quick. Boom and boom.
And I'm gonna try to take another swing at the warg
Go ahead.
with advantage. That is a
Oh,
25.
yeah.
And that is 7 damage.
As the warg falls dead, the goblin
Nice.
boss tumbles off, and he needs to make a dex save to not get crushed. So 1 second. No, he fails, so he will take 1d6 bludgeoning. And I rolled max damage, so guess what happens? You kill this warg as you swing your sword, and as the goblin falls off and tries to crawl away, the warg falls over dead onto him, killing him.
Damn.
Nice.
I'll move over to the warg.
Okay, go ahead and use your movement.
And I'll have my echo move 30 feet over there to the 3 goblins at the top. Yeah, right here. In my turn there.
Expendable echo. Okay. We are going to have this goblin shoot at the super horse legend.
Oh, it's gotta pass a save first.
I didn't even catch that, but yeah, he's got a wisdom save for the horse.
I don't think it hit anyways. It failed the check, so nope. Leash, you were up.
All right. I'm feeling a little weathered here, so I'm gonna cast False Life on myself at first level.
Okay.
So it's 1d4 plus 4. I'm not sure how I'd roll that though.
So if you look at the little dice in the bottom left, you can click a D4 one and then
Okay.
make sure it says to everyone on the little drop down box.
Awesome. So 1d4
5.
plus 4. So 5. So boost that up, and then I'm gonna just make a movement to get a little bit. If I'm gonna move over in behind this bush, does that give me some cover?
I will say you get half cover behind the bush.
All right, cool.
It's more concealment than it is cover, but I'll give it to you.
All right.
The problem is you broke line of sight for this goblin to shoot a bow at you now. You do have a +2 to your AC due to cover. And I rolled 9 anyways, so no worries. Now we are back up at the top. That goblin, the very first goblin that went, is going to swing its scimitar at your echo since your echo ran up to it. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
So your echo is dispelled again. Now this warg is feeling kind of, pinned in here, but it is going to make a bite attack at you, Sir Valiant.
Does that still have Bane from my first spell?
Yep, so I'll have to -4.
Yeah.
Oh no, that warg actually was the one that did not get Bane. Sorry. I would have marked it if I had. But it failed the attack roll anyways. Now we got another goblin that is going to lob an arrow. Who looks good? Elise, you're out there.
I am.
It missed. I rolled a 6. Sir Paddington, you are up.
Can I use my reaction to give his attack roll advantage with my hawk?
Yeah, go ahead. Actually,
Mine's
Sir Pennington already has advantage on the warg because it's flanked. But if he's going to attack the goblin boss on top of the warg, he does not.
I've been trying to send that guy to Solaris for so long, and with advantage, it's going to happen.
Okay, go ahead.
But I suggest standing up first.
Wait, did I get proned again?
Oh,
you
I
stood
no,
up already.
I forgot to unmark you. That's what that was. Sorry about that.
I thought I
Good.
missed something. All right. Nat 20.
Okay. So do you understand my nat 20 rule?
Me, yeah. So it's going to be 2d6 plus 5, right? Automatically, like that, the max damage, right? And then I can
Well-
actually roll.
Well, your regular attack is what, 1d6 plus 5?
It's a great sword, so it's 2d6.
Sword.
Okay, so that's yeah. If you want to roll it, go ahead. Otherwise, how do you want to do this on your crit?
Ah, yeah. Like I said, I just want to yell at him, send you to Solaris and just off with his head.
Yeah, the head
I've
comes
been trying for
tumbling
3
down
turns.
and rains blood all over its mount.
Damn.
Is that in your turn?
If I stand where I am, my allies have advantage against this warg, right?
Yep.
That's where I'm going to stay.
Okay. Now we're gonna unleash 4 arrows from goblins again. The first 2 will be at you, Sir Valiant.
Okay.
That is a 7 to hit, which misses. The second one is a 4 or 11, which misses. Now the next 2 are coming at you, Sir Paddington. 14 misses. And a 9 misses. These goblins can't shoot worth crap. Oculus, you were up.
Well, I
Hit
guess
him.
with the disdain that I don't have a mount. I guess I'm just gonna
horse.
fucking run over here, risk the opportunity attack. Run over here, risk the opportunity attack. But hopefully it fails the bless.
Okay, so the warg, that warg does not have bane, so it gets a straight attack at you.
It's got
Yeah,
wisdom
but-
first.
But I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I make the save first.
Doesn't matter.
Fails.
It misses.
Nice. And I'm just gonna keep the. I'm just gonna try and be annoying to these goblins and not attack them and just exist in their space with my sanctuary.
You got it.
I wouldn't be able to use my sentinel as a reaction to attack the ward, right? Because or no?
Yes.
I would?
Anytime
Okay.
a creature makes a melee attack.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let me roll it. That is with advantage.
With
right?
advantage, yep.
Nice. That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
10 damage. Bludgeoning.
Massive.
There you go. All right, Oculus, was that the end of your turn? You just
Yeah, I
being
guess
annoying.
actually, since I didn't use my action, I'd like to, with one of my hooves, right Callisto in the dirt, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. That horse is going to get a scimitar attack. Nat 1. Your horse can attack if it wants to, but you'll break your sanctuary.
Nope, we're good.
Okay. Sir
Unkillable
Valiant,
horse.
you are up. Sir Valiant, your turn.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to use my bonus action to summon my echo once again.
Okay, 1 second.
Nice.
Yeah.
3rd time's the charm.
There it is.
Yeah. I'll have it move to the goblins. Yeah, again. And I'll attack the warg.
Do it. Do it.
That
That
is
hits.
a 18. Yeah. Oh, damage.
Sir Valiant is slaying.
12 bludgeoning.
Oh yeah, it is bloodied.
Nice. My turn there.
Awesome. Next up is some goblins. Just one. It's going to make a wisdom save. It passes its save, and it's going to make a scimitar attack on this damn horse. And it rolled a nat 1 again. I just want to kill this horse. Elise, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move up to this point here to this goblin with my warhammer, and I'm gonna take an attack.
Go ahead. Oh yeah,
19.
that hits.
Awesome. And can I also do channel divinity
Yeah.
with that? Awesome. So that's an extra 11 points. So damage.
I do want to let you know that goblins only have 7 hit points.
Oh, do they? All right.
You might want to roll your damage first and see what you get
yeah.
before you use up that for your once a day.
All right. Cool. So I hit him with 11.
Yeah, you don't even need that extra. Yeah.
I was coming in hot.
Yeah, it's definitely dead. I will remove it from the board. Is that the end of your turn?
I guess I have a movement of 5 left from that, so I'm going to try to tuck back in behind here just a little bit.
Okay. We are back up at the top. That goblin is going to try and kill that echo again. Wasting attacks on echoes. It's a 12. Does that hit the echo?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so. Now that warg is going to attempt to bite Sir Paddington. Nat 1. You get an opportunity to attack the both of you.
Yes, dude. Oh, we finished this guy right here. We have advantage too.
Yep.
We finished this guy.
You go first.
I got a 21. You roll. We can hit the damage at the same time.
All right.
Oh my goodness. I love the enthusiasm.
22.
Yep.
Fuck
you
yeah,
both
dude.
hit.
That's what I'm saying. Now we roll damage and he's definitely dead.
Let's do it. Damn.
19 damage combined.
Yeah.
Yeah. He almost got his total of hit points, and he only had 4 left, guys. But go ahead. I'll allow the overkill. The warg is dead. Well, we got these goblins back here who are going to begin to make their way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You know what? They're both going to dash. 25. To flank Leash. But since they used that, Sir Paddington, you are up.
All right. How much movement is it to mount? It's half, right?
Yeah.
Dang, yes. I can't mount the horse this turn. 10, 15, 20. Let me swing at this guy.
You get advantage.
Oh, well, good thing. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
12.
Dead.
I'll move up 5 more feet. That's my turn.
Okay. Now that group is going to 5, 10. They're both going to make wisdom saves to attack the horse. First one fails. Second one fails. So their turns are
Hey.
wasted. Boculus, you were up.
Bonus action, move my hawk. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to like here.
Okay.
And yeah, Sanctuary is working out pretty well, so I'll just keep riding Callisto again with my hooves.
You son of a... Yeah. Okay. Now the other goblin over there is going to make an attack at this echo. Roll 7. Just what I love to see. I was kicking your guys' ass at the beginning. What's happening? Valiant, you are up.
I'm gonna bonus action second wind. Heal myself.
There
I'll
you
leave
go.
that to the end of my turn though. But yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that. And I'll make an attack through my echo with the goblin.
Okay.
There you go. There's a 26.
Definitely hits.
All right. That is. Oh, no, that's a nat 20. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So whatever your max is.
And that goblin's be dead.
Yeah, it's dead. It was
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah. At that point, I'll move 30 feet towards the goblins.
Okay.
And I'll use Unleash Incarnation, attack with my echo, and hit this goblin.
Roll with advantage.
All right. That is a 25. Oh, 26, sorry.
Nice.
And
Oh, yeah.
another nat 20. Yeah,
It's not only
19.
dead, it ceases to exist. It
I might
never
turn it.
existed. That
Actually,
goblin.
I have my Great Weapon Master, and I killed something, so I guess I'll move my my Echo over and use. No, actually, I use my bonus action. Yeah, I'm sorry. Never mind. I have my turn there.
Okay. That goblin over there is going to make a wisdom save. Fail it. So, Elise, you are up.
Okay, awesome. I will. I'll take the goblin off to my right and swing my warhammer.
And give him advantage.
Okay.
So I roll d20 twice then.
Yep. Or if you actually, if you right click on your attack, you can click advantage and it'll roll both at the same time for you.
Look at that. 14 with advantage.
14 just misses.
Joke. All right. Much else I can do there?
Okay, that goblin's dead. That warg is dead. That goblin is not dead, and it's staring down a leash, so it's going to make a scimitar attack. That is a 15 and misses. Sir Paddington, you are up.
All right, I would like to climb on the horse, if the horse allows it.
The horse is pleased.
All right. Do I still have advantage or no? Because now we're one.
You know what? You have advantage.
Nice.
That is a dead goblin. Which one did you attack? Can you move it for me so I know?
The one oh yeah, sorry. This guy.
Dead.
And I'd just like to point at the next guy, like, you're next, buddy.
Make an intimidation roll.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's a nat 1. God damn it.
He laughs at you and immediately jumps to attack you.
Yeah, of course.
But he misses. Next is the other one on a leash. I need this dice to disappear so I can make the attack. That misses. And now this one is going to move forward and attack your echo. That is nat 2, so Boculus, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna just move us to this spot, and then I'm just gonna do this with my horse face, and that's it.
Sir Valiant, you are up.
Oh my god. I'll attack through my echo and
Do you want to move up and flank it first? That way it gets advantage?
you know what? Great idea. I'll do that. That is a 20. 20.
Yep.
14 damage.
Yeah. Double its hit points. Good job.
All right.
It is dead.
And with the rest of my movement, I'll try to make my way to everyone else. All right. I'll end my turn there.
Next, as a goblin attacking a horse in vain. Let's see, wisdom save. 14, does that save?
I think that's my DC.
Makes it, breaks it.
No.
Yep.
It finally it keeps trying to swing its sword and it doesn't understand why it can't do it. And it finally breaks through. And that's a 23 to hit.
Nope, my horse AC is 100.
No, yeah, okay. And you know, my scimitar damage is 400. So no,
Oh
4.
god. Oh,
4.
goodness. Okay. 9.
4 slashing. Elish, you are up. And if you attack the goblin directly to your north, you have advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'll take a swing at that. And so that is with advantage. 23.
Definitely hits.
Alright.
Definitely dead.
Thank you.
Bonus actions?
No, I'm good.
Sir Paddington, you are up.
All right. I'm going to swing at the guy in front of me.
Go ahead.
Is that advantage or no? I'm a little
I
confused
gave it
about
to
them.
you last round. Go ahead.
Sweet. Nice. 26. I'm rolling a 2d6 plus 5, so he's just automatically dead at 7 HP.
Yeah, that's true. You could roll ones on both of those and he is dead. There is one goblin left. And it is his turn. And he is going to bonus action disengage. He is going to take 30 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And end his turn. As he's running away, screaming and crying. Boculus, you are up.
Okay, he's what, 50 feet away? Something like that.
Just about. I'll measure it out. He is 60 feet.
Perfect, that's my movement.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Can I attempt to make a hooves attack in a non-lethal fashion?
If you can explain to me how a giant horse running over a little goblin would be not,
I think
not
I
just
would just-
running. I mean, you just moved 60 feet. This thing is fucking galloping. So you tell me
You know
how
what?
that runs him over non-lethally.
I think I would just try and like explode one of his legs.
Okay.
Damn.
Let's see.
And non-lethally explode his leg.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, do I get advantage?
Yes, go ahead.
Yay!
It's the last goblin. He was trying to get away. Yes, that hits.
Perfect. Let's see, what does the horse even do? 2d4 plus 3. Nice.
He's dead. For sure.
No, because he
You got
could get
this.
5.
No. He has 1 health left.
No.
No.
Yep. It
That's
is
it.
bloodied.
That's all I can do.
Yeah, I was just marking him bloodied. Who is next? Let me go down the turn order. Sir Valiant.
I guess at this point, I would have seen all that happen, correct?
Yeah.
My position. Okay, awesome. I would make my way over there to the
Welcome, everybody. Feel free to join in chat.
to
Glad you guys could make it.
Boculus and Sir Paddington. I would have used my dash action, so and I'll end my turn there.
All right. Elise?
All right.
Like a
Sorry.
cantrip, right?
Yeah, I do. But did he didn't knock the goblin down though, hey?
Nope.
I'm gonna whoops. I can move my character. I'm on the pan right now. How do I get back to my
If you click it again, it'll unclick the pan.
oh, I gotcha. Cool. I'll move here so I can see what's going on. And I understand that he was trying to keep him somewhat alive. But he goes after me. So we're trying to keep him alive, hey? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
That's a miss.
What a bugger. And I don't have anything good in bonus either, so that's all I can do.
Sir Paddington, you are up.
Can I grapple this guy?
Yeah, if you want to climb down off the mount.
Yeah, if we're trying to keep him in question, I'm like, I'll just grab the little guy.
Yeah, it'll just be an opposed strength check or athletics.
Absolutely. 16.
Oh, awesome. 2. He is grappled.
All right, you're mine, little guy.
And if you're just going to hold on to this little creature with its 8 strength, this bear, we could go ahead and say that we're out of combat. Congratulations, guys. So for that was our first combat. Good job, guys. We are going to break before we enter roleplay again. So we're going to take a 5-minute bio break. Go use the restroom if you have to, grab a drink, whatever you got to do. We'll meet back here at 9:37. Sound good? Well, that's Eastern time, so wherever time zone you are. 37 after.
Okay.
I'm just bringing this back on stream. One moment. All right, welcome back, everybody. You are here amongst this carnage, and you have a captured goblin. What would you like to do?
Does anybody else speak Goblin?
Don't.
I picked up orc.
Alish
I
speaks
grabbed
goblin.
Goblin. Oh, perfect. Well, I have a 6 charisma, so I'll leave it to the turtle.
Yeah, what do I have? Charisma. I guess I got, yeah, maybe. Before that, is there any chance of me actually walking through this carnage and utilizing Spare the Dying to revive any of these soldiers or people that were in this cart?
You can make a medicine check.
I suppose as a follower of Callisto, I will guidance him. Come over and guidance him.
Okay.
So
He
I'm a
probably doesn't
19.
need it with that.
But
You lean down, and the body is already cold. There is no pulse, and you think that this person has unfortunately been dead beyond what you have the capabilities of bringing back.
all right.
Valiant walk over to the goblin and place it in manacles.
Okay.
Dude, I was just thinking, like, I was checking for rope. That's clutch.
I guess if I speak Goblin, I have to make my way up there.
Remember, never scratch a tiger with a short stick.
What?
Is that how you got your name?
Oh no. Just some wisdom for you guys.
There's a very wise quote there.
Well, he's
I'm sure it's profound. Yeah.
Well, he's interrogating this goblin. Can I ask my teammates if they need any healing?
Okay. You guys, you're being offered some healing.
I do appreciate it, but I'm fine for now. Well, yeah, for now.
I'm just gonna pump 10 of my lay on hands.
Looking around, it's pretty clear, right? There's obviously no other threats, and
Yeah, here, there's no other threats. You have a goblin who is struggling against his manacles.
have any of you ever spoken to the goblin?
I have the ability to communicate, however rough that might be. It's not.
Yes, that's your motherfucker. And at least you hear, let me fucking go, you assholes.
And I go down onto his level and look at him straight in the eyes. And I say, I have the ability to bring you back alive and kill you 5 more times.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
At 12.
Okay. He kind of stiffens up and peers at you through squinted eyes. So he has stopped his outburst, but he doesn't quite believe you do that.
What is your name?
My name Brunk.
Gronk. Why are you and your fellow now dead friend? Why are you here and why are you doing
Here to kill stinky humans, takes their stuffs.
it? And where
What
do
do-
you take their stuff?
We take their stuffs back to your mother's house.
Ooh! Boculus hands the turtle a good berry and says, "This is for your burn."
Except you don't speak goblin and have no idea what he said.
I do.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
The rest of you are confused as you hear.
Yeah. So, being the turtle that I am and grumpy that I am, I'm just gonna reach over, put my claws right up against his throat. And I say, "Listen to me, you little puke. Tell me where your hideout is and how many of you rotten tomatoes are there."
I'm going to allow you to make another intimidation check, but this one will be straight.
Okay.
Can I guidance this one?
Go ahead.
Nice.
Mm.
That was a 7.
He kind of has his head tilted back as you have the claw against his throat. And you just hear a long, drawn out as he spits right into your face.
Well, I am known to be pretty grumpy at the best time. So I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Go ahead.
That's 21.
Definitely hits. He is definitely dead. He had 1 hit point, so he spits in your face, and you just reaction cast this spell, and he just falls over dead.
And I just look at everybody and say, he does not know my mother.
To a couple of you, that's a real confusing thing to say.
But yeah, I'm gonna give the other 9 good berries to the turtle if he wants to eat them.
I'm angry.
That'll give you 9 hit points back.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I already gave 1, so 10, I guess.
Okay, yeah, 10.
Well, I'm guessing the goblin didn't want to give up any information.
No, he just said that they like to kill stinky humans, take their stuff.
Well, I guess some of us are after coin, right? They did mention back at the tavern that if we bring back goblin parts, we'll get paid.
But yeah, I guess we got said about hacking off their left hand.
Ah, right. Their hands. They didn't want
I
those
mean,
to-
I guess, or yeah, they wanted ears though. Maybe. Do you think ears is easier? Probably not so heavy.
Ears, you have to turn it in pairs or left hands.
Man.
I feel like ears are just infinitely lighter and concealable.
There were 10 goblins. If somebody wants to write down 10 goblin hands or 20 goblin ears.
Okay.
And can I make my way back down to the original where these looks almost like women, but the purple carriage here?
Would you like to investigate that purple carriage?
I would.
You reach for the door and you start to pull it open and it's pulled closed against your hand. And then from
Alright.
inside, you hear a whimpering voice Are they gone?
And I'm a little taken back by that question. I'm like, who? Us? The goblins? The knights? Or the wargs?
Those foul, wretched creatures.
And I'll look back
talking
up to
about
where.
us.
Yeah. I'm like, no, the horse isn't here right now. I'll look back up at the hill and say, we've got a live one.
And hearing you say that, he peeks out of the door and then sees you, a turtle, and considers closing the door again.
I'll just kind of grab the door to stop it, but I'll give like this really weird, awkward little, like, my best, like, nice smile, like, haha, hi.
So he opens the door, and what you see before you is what looks like a noble knight in this gleaming, shining, jewel-encrusted set of plate armor with this long sword on his back, and he's got this blonde hair, perfectly coiffed. He's a handsome fellow, and he's dressed like a knight, but it doesn't really sound like a knight. And I want you to go ahead and make an investigation check as you catch this sight.
I'm just on fire right now. It's a 6.
Yeah. You just find a knight in a carriage. If anybody else wants to come and check out this site and make a roll, I'll allow you.
I think I'm taken back by seeing the dead women and everything right around, and seeing this knight inside.
Oculus, if you want to go ahead and make one.
Oh, I'm super good at these, don't worry.
I don't know you well enough to know if
4.
that's sarcasm or not. No, you don't catch on to it either. I am.
Can I grab this individual and just pull him out of the carriage?
Yeah. You grab him and you pull him out, and he looks down at the body, and he's like, "Oh, poor Cheryl." Sir Valiant, as you walk up, make a perception check.
All right. Here we go. It is a 14.
Yeah. Sir Valiant, you notice it. Around the doorframe of this carriage, there's blood and handprints, and you look down at that woman's hand, and it's quite beat up. It's almost to you like she was trying to get in that carriage, and this man was slamming her hand in the door to be able to close it.
Valiant
So
will,
I thank you so much for the rescue. Those were foul creatures indeed. This is my welcome to Tosin. Pardon me, where are my manners? I am Sir Dinnigan Upper Crust of the Upper Crust of Brighton. And anybody from Brighton, that name sounds familiar. It is one of the noble houses.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Sir Dinnigan. What brings you to Tosin?
Well, I just graduated from Brighton's military academy, and my mother sent me here to investigate the goblin issue as my first charge. I brought along my sisters here, but apparently, the goblins... Oh, terrible business indeed. Mother will be mad.
Yes, indeed. From my little observation, seems like you didn't want to let your sisters inside the cart with you.
The audacity.
Ah, doesn't matter, does it? They're already gone. Sadly.
Oh, but there's justice. Hold on now, good friend. It seems to me that there is justice to be served here. Are you sure he refused entry to his kin?
Well, if you look at her hand, and you look at the door, I guess you can put two and two together.
I am Sir Dinnigan Upper Crust of the Upper Crust of Brighton, and I will not be spoken to by peasants like this?
So you're saying
Sir-
I'm wrong?
That is absolutely what I am saying. The very thought.
Can I insight check?
Yeah,
Go
can we
ahead.
insight that?
Oh man, that's an 8.
19.
I almost had a 19. Dang.
Bocculus, this guy is just slimy, dirty, old money spoiled, lying through his teeth. Sir Valiant, he might be telling you the truth.
Interesting. Well, I leave the workings of man to you all, and I just go over by this tree and start praying.
Now,
Yeah, I mean, I rolled in that one, so I'm just gonna apologize to the guy.
yeah, and it's about this time that the militia begins making their way up the road. And the person leading them, you see, is this young woman with dark brown hair pulled up into a bun, and her leather armor is different than everyone else's, and she wears the insignia of Tosin on the shoulder, where the rank and file are wearing it on their chest. And she has this glow about her, and the other thing that you notice is there is a magical shield that is circling her. She doesn't need to hold it. It is just floating around her and giving off this celestial light. And anybody who would like to can make a history or religion check. Just let me know which one you're rolling.
Religion. Yay.
Then make a history check. Oh, well, no. That's nothing.
$12.
Okay. Bocculus, this is Elena Greenfield, the champion of Oranthia. She is one of the only current known champions of a deity to exist, and that shield is the shield of Oranthia. It is a divine item forged by Oranthia herself. This is what would be the equivalent of the Pope walking up
Damn.
as far as the Oranthian temple goes.
Neat.
At first glance, would we recognize who she is? Or we've never, or no?
If you didn't recognize her, the shield and the celestial glow from it, if you got above a 10 on the history or religion check, let you know this is somebody pretty important.
Okay.
But Bocculus with that 19, he actually recognizes and has heard of Elena Greenfield. And they approach you all. Well, and you find yourself, Bocculus, quite surprised that somebody of this stature is just leading a couple guardsmen around. There's no there's no clerics following her around. She's only got 3 militiamen with her, and you can see that she's actually got blood on her. She was out fighting goblins beside the rest of her men, and seems very down to earth. And she takes a deep breath and, well, Tosa knows you all. It's gratitude. You took care of these goblins yourselves. She looks around at the goblins.
Indeed, we did.
And I'll be like, with no thanks to this one, and give this Sir Denning a little nudge with my elbow.
She looks him up and down, and he straightens up immediately upon being gazed at. And he kind of straightens his armor out, and he looks over at you for saying that, and he goes, I have no idea what these peasants are talking about. We were overrun, obviously. I am lucky to have escaped with my life. My sisters are dead. My guards are dead. My treasure has been ransacked. And there is... somebody is going to have to tell the insurance company exactly what came here, because I am not paying this deductible.
As he's doing that, can I pull his sword out and drop it on the ground and just be like, it's a pretty clean blade of defending your entire family before we arrive.
Yes, and Baculus will also chime in that a roaring lion kills no game.
Please mark an inspiration on your sheet. That was amazing. And
Oh my God.
he just looks over and he says, I will not be talked to this way. If this is the way that nobles are greeted in Tosin, perhaps my time here is wasted. And Captain Greenfield holds up her hand and says, Sir Dinnigan, emotions are high. I can see that you're obviously distraught over the loss of your sisters. Make your way to the temple, and we will discuss this later. And what of my goods? What is left, the militia will inventory, and we will make sure that every copper that is still here will be accounted for. Thank you. That is more like it. Some of your residents, and he gazes at all of you, could learn proper manners. And he begins to make his way toward town.
As he bends over to get his sword off the ground, I'm going to kick it and say, don't forget this.
And he grabs it and puts it back on his back, and he doesn't even say anything or make eye contact, and he begins walking back to town. As I was saying, Tosa knows you all. For this, of course, collect your trophies and turn them in at the militia barracks, and you will be rewarded. But I think you all can be helpful in another way, if you're willing, that is.
We're listening.
As you probably can see and have heard, the goblin attacks have been relentless as of late. And we were thinking about hiring a group to maybe investigate that further. We've captured a few goblins, and we think we might know where to send such a party.
Be careful, a smart mouse has more than one hole.
Indeed. Um, how about I will pay for your rooms for the night at Logan's, and you meet me at the mayoral estate in the morning, and we will speak to the mayor herself. We'll get you paid for this scuffle that you got into and discuss further payment on the quest I am offering you.
I mean, I sleep outside under the stars, praise Callisto, but sure, that sounds fine.
Fine then. Well, then your meal will be paid for. How about that?
Lovely. What of the bodies here?
I will gather some of my men to clean and inventory this carnage. We will see to it that the bodies are prepped for burial and receive proper treatment.
Fantastic.
I bet you could get them to dig a couple extra graves for those trophies.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's what I must be off. That's what I must be off to do.
She raises an eyebrow in confusion.
Apologies, champion, but Callisto has much need of my service.
You said champion. She's a champion?
Oh yes, of course. Look at that mystifying shield.
I am the chosen representative of Our Lady Oranthia.
Interesting. How did you come by that?
Denny's already gone. They
Don't
already
mind me
dealt with
asking.
that. A lifetime of dedication and hard work.
Does she look like she's kind of aged up, or
Yeah, like timeline wise, how long is a lifetime?
like, yeah?
I see what you mean. I am slightly older than I look, but with divine power comes some benefits.
Oh, amazing.
You know, there's much more than I can explain, and if you don't mind, she looks around at the body. I don't feel that this is the proper place for this conversation.
Yeah, Valiant will look around as well, and I agree. He'll look to the party. I think we make a fine team, don't we?
Yeah, I think that went well.
Yes. Fights and the lives lost.
Yeah. Yes, we have fought to one of the mottos of my herd very well, and that is, do not remove a fly from your friend's forehead with a hatchet.
Well said.
That's wonderful advice. These gentlemen will escort you guys back to Logan's Last Chance, and I will meet you there in the morning to escort you to the mayor's estate. Thank you so much again, and I will see you tomorrow.
Of course. Good night.
And you all make your way back. Joffrey is at the bar, enjoying a nice tall ale that he might not be old enough to drink. He's quite the young looking fellow, but after taking a goblin arrow to the stomach, Logan, he's willing to cheat the law a little bit.
Oh, now when the paladin one, no, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can all just stand here in the doorway too. I think this works.
Yeah. You guys gather up you'll take your seats, enjoy your meals. Logan has been informed that your rooms are paid for, and that makes Melinda quite happy. If you guys would like to have some conversation before bed, this is your chance.
Can I try to convince this guy that she said the drinks were on her too?
Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Absolutely. Oh, hold on. Oh, God damn it. 17.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that wasn't mentioned. Sure, I'll keep track and I'll send her the bill. She said she'll be here in the morning.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. After eating dinner, Oculus kind of looks around at the group and says, "Oh, I do not partake in poison, but have a good time. I must now go and bury this head with haste." And he kind of just gets up and walks towards the door and says, "I'll see you all tomorrow. And remember, even if you lock up the chicken, the sun will still rise." And then just walks out the door.
I just feel like common is not that guy's first language.
No.
Agreed. I will admit his quotes are full of wisdom.
They are timely.
How many of these do you have prepared?
A lot. Quite a lot.
I
And
think
with that, you think what?
sorry, I was gonna say Elise I think would actually take leave here as well, to go find that temple that the guards had mentioned earlier to throw some coins in the well.
Okay, so I don't have that map prepared for today's session,
No,
so
that's
it's not
good.
on here, but we can theater of the mind that. With that, remember that that's where we're going to kick off. We're going to move on to Stars and Wishes. That was all of the prepared content for session 1. Congratulations, guys. This was awesome. We are, like I said, going to move on to Stars and Wishes. Alish, have you ever done a Stars and Wishes before with your last campaign?
I'm gonna assume that that's kind of the what I liked, what I didn't like, or
Yeah,
what went well, what
exactly.
didn't well. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. So we will start with Patrick.
Oh man, put me on the spot. I'm gonna be honest. I loved everything. I think everyone was vibing pretty well. Boculus is the quotes are very well thought out. to say the least.
Thank you.
I just think I don't know. Everyone's ambiance is it's great. It's great. I got no complaints personally.
Awesome. OSP, you want to go next?
Sure. No, I liked everything. The combat was good. The role playing was good. There's a good mix between the two. And yeah, I think the party is coming together well. I've been in some problem parties in the past, and I don't think this is that. So that's great. I think everyone has kind of an opportunity to RP, and then take lead in combat as well. I'm just kind of hanging out till I get a couple levels as druid before I actually partake in the combat. But I still had fun memeing the combat. So
Yeah, that horse sanctuary thing worked out really well.
it's the holy horse, you know.
Yeah,
That's right.
Modified.
Yeah, I mean, I think this went well. I had a lot of fun with that. I think the party's going to go get along well together. Really, no complaints.
Awesome. Thank you. That just leaves you, TNS.
Yeah, no, this was great. As you alluded to earlier, this is I'm pretty new to this whole world, so appreciate the game. It was more of a learning experience for me than anything. Thanks for participating. I mean, the fact that you helped me out, like we were on a call here 20 minutes before this game, even played out to get me here up to this. So I appreciate that, and I had a lot of fun, and just like listening to how you guys were moving around, I definitely was like, I'm a couple levels behind here, but I'll catch up.
Yeah, and
It was fun.
any wishes?
No, not for me. This is great.
Okay, so I've got quite a bit of stars I'm gonna hand out. These quotes just coming off the cuff like this, these little Confucius says little bits of wisdom. I'm loving that. The conversation and the way you guys are really good role players. The way it all just came together and starting off, and the conversations flowed more than they felt clunky. It was really natural. You guys are pretty skilled in that regard. Even you, Tango, with what you did, you can't really tell that you're any less experienced than the rest of the party. The party meshes so well. Paladins in combat are just ridiculous. The damage that was getting handed out. To kill a warg and make that warg kill its rider is pretty epic. Other than that, I've got no wishes. My only wish is, hey, we got one seat left. So hopefully we can fill that and have a full party. If you're out there watching, and I know 6 of you are right now, visit us at startplaying.games. I am GM Mr. Slendy if you want to join this table, or check out any number of other GMs. There's thousands of qualified GMs who can run a game of Dungeons and Dragons for you. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and then